Okay, we are live. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. I'm actually going to wait 1 minute just for a chance, by chance, somebody might join in with us and also finish up doing some setup on my end to make sure all is well. If you're joining me today, we are going to be talking about how to build communities. If you are trying to move people off of like your social media platform specifically, how to create more intimate communities where you can gather your people and really learn and grow in a different way. You might be someone that is a content creator, you might have a product or service, and you really want to create more intimate spaces to teach your audience or to grow your audience. And this is how you do it by building your own community. So, moving away from social media, still have your social media to do your marketing and your advertising, but you want to have more of an intimate space where everybody can come together and chat and share ideas and build and grow. So, this is what this live stream is about today. I'm going to show you how to create a storefront and stand stores so people can actually go and purchase on there, and then how to do the back end so people can come together as a community. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. My name is Elacia. I am a mother and I am a wife. I live in the very expensive country of the United States of America, and about 14 days or so ago, I finally got sick and tired of living paycheck to paycheck and being fearful that one day I'm going to be laid off from my job. I also got tired of having the same dialogue in my mind about seeing people be successful online by selling their products or services and then holding myself back from doing anything like that because I was scared to show up on video. I was scared to not only just show up on video, but even more so show up doing something like this, a live stream, because it's very similar to public speaking, which has been one of my ongoing fears that I'm trying to break past. So I said, if I'm tired of having this same conversation over and over again, I need to do something about it. And I can't keep doing the same things that I've been doing before because it's just putting me in the same position of being broke, living paycheck to paycheck, and having insecurities about coming to the world, showing my full self and who I am. So I said, I have to push past these fears and do things that I'm scared of. So this is one of the things that I have always been nervous about coming live, and I'm just pushing past it. And really, the goal after today is just to continue doing these lives until I feel comfortable doing it. I got to this point, like I said, 14 days ago, and one of the first steps, because I didn't just jump into lives, one of the first steps I took was saying, okay, I can't hide behind just posting pictures on social media. I can't hide behind being inconsistent. So I said to myself, why don't I just give myself a challenge where I record a video and post it for 21 days straight so I can build that confidence of posting online. Then I got pretty confident. 13 days in, I said, this is great. I feel good about doing this, but there's still another layer to it, which is going live. And here we are at this point. But what I feel like I now can do is create my own community for people who want to start at that beginning stage of just posting videos, recording videos and posting them, not going live yet, unless that is something you're into. But at this point, this is for people who want to get more confident with recording videos and posting them. So Once my 21-day challenge is over, because I want to go through it myself and I'm 14 days in, once my 21-day challenge is over, I'm going to open up a community 21-day challenge for other people who want to do the same thing. You might have a product or service, and or you might want to create more sales in your life. You might be in a position that I'm in right now where you're like, I am tired of looking at these paychecks that are getting me nowhere. They're not creating the experiences that I want. They're not creating the time freedom or the autonomy that I want. I'm not able to travel the way I want to because I have to ask for permission to take time off. So now I would like to be in a space where I can create more time freedom, location freedom, all the things that everybody talks about that you see online and you think that's never possible for you. Actually walking into the steps and the habits to create that for yourself by building confidence on coming online and doing video. So what we're going to do here today is walk through the steps of creating a virtual storefront. And this is the place where people can come to join the challenge. They can learn about what the challenge is. They're going to see the sales page and everything. And then behind that, I'm going to show you what it looks like for people to actually come together inside of the community itself. So let me add my screen to the page here. This is my Stan Store. This is what it looks like on the back end. I already have some affiliate links that are here for things that I'm learning and doing so I can become more confident as far as skill building. In addition to just learning how to come on camera and speak and do video and everything, I also think it's important, because we're in the age of AI, to learn AI. So I've gone through an AI course. If you're interested in that and learning more about that, that's here. This is not a course that I've taught. Again, this is affiliate. And then also learning how to do digital marketing. This is learning how to get better on social media, learning how to get better with your sales, things like that. If these are areas that you are struggling with as well and you want to improve, I have some affiliate links to a couple of different courses that you might want to check out and join. So here we are again. I'm in my Stan Store. I went to my store, and now I want to add a product. In Stan Store, there's different types of product types that you can put into your digital storefront. You can do a digital product, if you want to do an e-course, if you want to do a webinar. They have a lot of different options, but today we are going to learn how to host a paid community. Because remember, again, we're not trying to live paycheck to paycheck. We don't want to be fearful of those layoffs. We don't want to be in that broke lifestyle mindset. We are trying to learn how to build money online. So we are going to create a paid community. So I'm going to click on that. And this is what the sales page building part looks like. Over here on the right-hand side is where you'll see what it ends up looking like for other people. Right now it's very basic because we haven't started building our product out, our product sales page. So you can either do it as a call out or you can do it as a button. These are two different views of how it can look. This is the button view right here. This is the call out view. I'm going to do call out because I want it to be a little bit more detailed in information for people. Down here, you select the image. Unfortunately, I did not create an image before this, but what you can do is choose one of their images that are already here, or if you have an image that you wanted to upload and place on your page, you can do that. So this will be something that I'll come back to after. And I'm just scrolling through to see what the different options are. Do any of these go with the vibe of people trying to learn how to show up on video. No, so I'll probably go into Canva and talk about or create that image later. And if you ever want me to show you how to do Canva, let me know in the comments if that's something that you would want to know how to do, how to navigate Canva, because I've been doing that for a couple of years, creating different images and things to go on social media. All right, now is the super fun part where you're going to actually add text to put on your sales page so people can understand what it is that you're doing and what it is that they're joining. I did some pre-work yesterday and went into ChatGPT, and I told ChatGPT what my goal is and that I'm trying to build a sales page on StanStore, and it gave me the information that I needed to pretty much cut and paste onto here based off of the goals that I told ChatGPT, which is AI, if you're not sure of what I'm saying when I say ChatGPT. It gave me all the information that I need to place on here. So I'm going to go over to ChatGPT and cut and paste. All right. I know you probably can't see that ChatGPT part, so I don't want to overwhelm you with a bunch of screens. Okay, first we got to put our title on here. So I'm looking at the different title options, and ChatGPT actually gave me 5 options. 21 days show up and get visible challenge. 21-day visibility challenge. Let's do the 21-day show up and get visible challenge. We'll put that as the title. And then let's go to find a subtitle based on what they gave me. Let's see if all this information can go on here. How much information? Okay, so it's only a limited amount of information I can put on here, so you don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to start showing up. If you've been thinking about posting videos, building something online, or stepping into a new version of yourself, this is what we're going to put on there, because I think this is more aligned with the goals that I want people to understand what we're doing here. But I need to trim this down. Online. Building something online or stepping into a new version. Step into a new version of yourself. So I can see this is going to be too long. So what I like to do, and I'll actually show you, let me change my screen, remove this, so you can come over to ChatGPT with me. Video file, which you can move. I don't want to do like this. Let's remove this. Okay. Oh no, what a weird place to be confused how to do this. So maybe I stop the screen. There we go. Stop the screen. Present or invite. I'm going to share my screen. Share screen. There we go. We're into it now. Okay, so now we know that we can only do about 100 characters for the subtitle. I want to take this hook that it presented me right here and Say, please make this into a 100 character subtitle. Please make it more video focused. I'm going to just start showing up and then stop watching and hit post. Okay, that's more aligned with what we're trying to do here. So let's go back to the Stan Store, and I want to show you my page 2. Stop screen. Present invite. Share screen. Is it possible just to show you guys both? I wonder. Okay. So back into the subtitle, I'm going to paste what I just pulled from ChatGPT that's now 100 characters and join my community. We're just going to leave that there as the loading. So next, we're going to go next. Again, this is the image that you would choose to have up here when people are looking on a mobile device. This is what it's going to look like. So far, we got the 21 days show up and get visible challenge. And now you want to talk about what this is about, just going deeper into the description of what this community is going to be about. So I'm going back into ChatGPT and I'm going to copy and paste what this is about. Okay. Delete all this. You've been saying things like, I want to start posting, but I don't know what to say. I don't want to look stupid. I'll start when I feel more ready. I don't want to be salesy or fake. Meanwhile, you're watching other people do it. This challenge is where that change is. All right, so let's go a little bit more lower and show people what they get. What this is. I'm going to change the fonts. Probably come back in here and change this font a bit. You can see up here, it gives you the font changing options. Also, I can change this into a heading if I want to make it bigger. It tells you directly that this is a 21-day challenge designed to help you build the habits of showing up on video consistently. Again, we're not looking for perfection in what we're doing. It doesn't have to be professional. As you see right here, this is new. I'm learning a skill as I show you the skill, but the whole point is just to be consistent. All right. And then let's break down what you'll get. Again, this is also something that I walked through in ChatGPT, so I'm just copying and pasting that. A clear focus, show up on video for 21 days, a supportive community. Again, we're trying to build our own community off of social media so that we can learn and grow together. We're going to do a weekly live check-ins to keep you accountable, a space to ask questions, get feedback, and grow. Motivation when you feel like quitting because you will at some point, and that's normal. I know there have been days where I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this, especially coming on this live. Why am I doing this? Why am I torturing myself like this? But I know that it is taking me to a bigger goal. All right, so join my community. We're going to leave that button there. Call to action button, join. This is going to be a one-time payment for $47. These are diamonds. This is where we collect the info. So getting their name and their email so that you can keep contact with them. And this is a good way to build your email list. So that is how you build the sales page. We got that part all together. Yay! We walked through making our first sales page on StanStore for a community. Here it is. As I said before, I'm going to come back in and update the images and probably play around more with the text. But at the end of the day, what do they say? Done, finished is better than, I forget the quote, but the whole point is to just have something done instead of thinking about it, wishing for it. Just get it done, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect. The only way that you can really move forward is to do the thing. All right, so we're going to save this as a draft. Here it is. So when you want to come back, if you want to make any adjustments, it's here. But now let's go in and actually build the community part. Community. Create. Let's see if it gave you the, okay, so I gotta get off of here and show you the actual community portion. Please. Share screen. All right, so now we're on the community part. Let me make sure you're able to see it on your end. Yes, we're good to go. So we're gonna build a new community. Continue. So again, this is the back end where all the people are gonna come and gather and communicate. This is where you can post resources and things like that. This is the 21-day show up and get visible challenge. So we'll put that here. Hello. What do I put right here? Oh, okay, this is where you put it in. All right, so this is it. This is where you can create your first post if you want to welcome your community members. Maybe you want to put a video on here. Let's see. Yep, you have options to post a video. If you want to provide them with additional resources, maybe you have like a workbook or any other guiding items that you think are going to be helpful to your community to use. You can put them here. For me, it's going to be, I'm going to put upcoming webinars. It's actually going to be our monthly or weekly meetups. So I would put like the link here. I wonder if I should put it here. It'll most likely be under helpful links. Okay. Let's say our first meeting is going to be on April 19th. April 19th. Zoom check-in. So then right here is where I'll put the link. Will be provided on day of. Nope, can't do that. How about I do my website here for now to do as a placeholder for this video. Marketing.com. Okay. So that works. Add a countdown for your community. This would be a good place to put like the countdown to until we have our live event. I'm going to update my about section here. I'm not going to have any upcoming webinars, but I'm wondering if this would be the better place to put the link. No, because webinars are way different from actual meeting face-to-face conversations. Yeah, okay, and so the third tab appears for purchases. So if there's like any add-ons that you want to include over here, then this is where you would put it and make it available to your community members. Well, actually, this is where they see the purchases that they have made with you. Okay. All right, yeah, so we actually just navigated through the Stan Store together. I am so happy that you joined me today. I hope that if this is something, let me stop the screen. If this is something that you've been thinking about, like you want to build your own private place, intimate space for you and the people who share similar interests or your audience, and you want to do it in a way that also helps you build income online, I think this is a really good starting place, because there are so many different tools and options to build online income. And the first place to do it is to really build your community so that people can know how to know you, learn about you, like you, trust you, and just having that safe space to gather outside of comments on social media, I think are a really important thing to do to grow. So that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. If you're watching it now or sometime in the future, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know if this has been helpful for you or not. If there's any other things or areas you want me to touch on, leave it in the comment section. And also, now that we've committed to doing these lives, I'll probably see you tomorrow in another live. So I will see you then.